Good morning students, welcome back. In this lecture, we will define solenoidal and irrotational vectors. These definitions are based on our previous lecture. In our previous lecture, we learned about curl and divergence. So let's try to define solenoidal and irrotational vectors. So as you know, how we are defining the divergence of a vector field. So at some point, the rate of flux is going from this point. When it is crossing that point, how it is diverging, either it is compressing to that point, this we can call it as a sink, or at some point, suppose it is diverging at some point, so that time we can call it as expanding. Another name is source. Okay, so this center one is point here and here. When the vector at that point, the flux is coming towards from all the directions. The rate of that flux at that point, whether it is positive or negative, that we will consider as divergence. So when it is positive, it will be, you can take it as a source. When it is a negative, you can take it as a sink. If there is no change, then that means the divergence of F bar equals to 0. So see here, divergence of F bar equal to 0. When it happens at the same point, I just zoomed here. Okay, so I took in the rectangle. I'm sending some vectors to this area. Okay, because it is two-dimensional. So whatever the size vectors is going inside, same size is going outside, isn't it? Same size vectors are coming outside. That means there is no change in the flux at this particular point. So the rectangular box I consider as some point. Okay, at some point divergence is not happened. So in that case, this particular vector field, we can call it as solenoidal vector field. Okay, when there is no divergence at some point altogether in the entire vector field, if there is no divergence, laminar flow for example, in that case we can call it as solenoidal vector. Similarly, so in our previous class we discussed about curl. So at some point, how the vectors are changing its direction and rotating there. Okay, it's vectors having magnitude as well as direction, you know. So based on the axis of that point, when it is rotating around the point, so how much rotation it is taking. Okay, based on that we can define the curl, how much curl is happening. See here also, these black lines are representing our original vector lines. So this, let you assume this is in our some vector field. Okay, so let me take at some point, here also I am taking some box, rectangular box. So in that box, when the flux is moving, it is not undergoing into the rotation. That red marks is just I shown you for rotation, but what vectors I send into these black arrows. So black arrows, as usual, when it is coming, it is passing through that particular area as it is. It is not taking any rotation. Therefore, del cross F bar, which you can call it as curl F, isn't it? So that curl F is equal to 0 bar. It's a vector. So 0 bar, in that case, we can call it as irrotational vectors. That F bar we can call it as irrotational vector field. Okay. So now when it is possible, so when the divergence will become 0 and curl of F bar will become 0, it depends on the vector field, isn't it? It depends on this vector field. How flux is changing depend on the fluid. So now what I am trying to explain here, consider some identities. These identities we will call it as a vector identities. You may be come across, I was given in our previous class 9 combination of this gradient, curl and divergence. In that I explained 2 important results. Please go back and check that. Okay. So here the very important thing is we have del pi. Curl of del pi is equal to 0 we got. So when it is happening, see, as you know, del pi is nothing but some vector quantity. So when if you are taking that vector field f bar is equal to del pi, okay, definitely your curl f bar will becomes 0. In place of f bar, if you are taking del pi, so curl del pi is equal to 0. That means such a way that if you consider any vector field, then definitely curl f bar will becomes 0. So because of this del pi, here what is pi? Pi is some scalar function. So because of the scalar function, and we are able to find your vector field, so that scalar pi, you can call it as scalar potential. It has some potential to make this with the help of del operator, we are getting some vector field. With the help of that vector field, the curling will become 0. So means the curl f means it is irrotational. Curl f is equal to 0. Nothing but it is not rotating. You can call it as irrotational vector. Okay. So sometimes they may ask you when curl f is equal to 0, then you please find this scalar potential. Nothing but you have to find your pi. So when it is possible, when f is equal to del pi, usually it may be plus or minus direction, doesn't matter, but f bar is equal to del pi, then definitely curl f is equal to 0. It is one important application. That's why I spent some time on this. So let's go to the problems and try to understand these concepts. So I was given some vector field here. V is a vector field here. I provided one more vector field F. So we are provided 2 different vector fields. This vector field V I have to show as a solenoidal. The another vector field F I have to show it as irrotational. So when we can say V is a solenoidal, divergence of V bar is equal to 0. Obviously, del divergence means del dot V bar. Okay, dot product. So if I take it dot product, so this V we are multiplying with del dot V bar. So del means what? I dou by dou x plus j dou by dou y plus k dou by dou, del operator. Okay, that when you multiply this, I dot I, j dot I, k dot y becomes 1. So and simply you know how to get the divergence in our previous class also. Same problems we discuss. Simply here we are finding divergence of V. Because it got 0, divergence of V is a 0, therefore V is a solenoidal. There is no divergence, that's why we used to call it as solenoidal. Let's see then. There is one more vector field, they are given F bar. So we have to tell that vector field is irrotational. When we can say it is irrotational? When you are taking curl for this vector field, nothing but del cross F bar if you are taking, we should get it 0 vector. So del cross F bar formula you know that I, j, k, dou by dou x, dou by dou y, dou by dou z. So this F1, F2, F3 are the components of your vectors, isn't it? These 3 are the components. So write down here and find its det of this matrix and det of this. Okay. So we got 0 vector here. That is the reason curl f bar is equal to 0 vector, therefore f bar is your irrotational field, irrotational vector field. You can call that time when curl f is equal to 0 bar, we can call f bar is irrotational vector field. So let's see the second problem. I just provided one vector field to you, asking you to show that both this vector field is both solenoidal as well as irrotational. So this particular vector field, directly we are able to show that both properties straight away. So to tell it is a solenoidal, I have to take divergence of f bar, isn't it? So before that, you please split this function as some component into I plus some another component into j. It is 2D. It is in 2D. Okay. There is no third component in this vector field. Anyway, please split, then you go ahead. So now, as you know, we are finding del dot f bar. So del dot f bar. So del dot f bar having, as you know, when we are taking here del operator, we need not to consider the third one. Okay, simply we can consider I dou by dou x plus j dou by dou y. I dou by dou x plus j dou by dou y. Okay, because third component is absent here. So if you use this formula, then I dot I j dot I will becomes 1, and the remaining this component with respect to x I have to do, the second component with respect to y you have to do. So then of course it is u by v formula. With respect to x you apply this. Of course this is very simple one. Now you got it 0, right? So when you got divergence of f is 0, this we can call it as a solenoidal. For the same vector field, we have to tell this vector field is irrotational. So we have two components here. We have to take curl f, nothing but del cross f bar. We should make it equal to 0. So we have I, j, k. As usual in the formula, first row we will write with unit unit vectors, then dou by dou x, dou by dou y, dou by dou z. So you see here f1, f2, f3. f3 is not there, so please take it as a 0. That is not present in this problem. So then you find it out, its determinant, we got 0 vectors. When curl f bar is equal to 0 vector, then it is irrotational. Okay, very simple problems. We already know how to evaluate curl and divergence, and if those are becomes zeros, then we can call it as solenoidal as well as irrotational. Okay, depend on the operation what we are taking. Now you see here we need to find some unknown values ABC. This is your vector field, and they already told that it is irrotational. If this vector field is irrotational, here in this vector field there are some unknowns A, B and C. These unknowns we have to find it out. Okay, so this is your vector field. We have three components here, so that we write down in as a third row, and already they mentioned the vector field is irrotational, so you have to equate with 0 bar. Okay, you find as it is del cross f bar on other side, means det of this matrix. Here when you find it out, we got some results on one side with ith, jth and kth components. Okay, on other side we have 0 bar. So 0 bar we can we will think of like 0i plus 0j plus 0k. Okay, so it's a 0 vector. If you think in that way, then we can equate both sides. So c minus 1 is equal to 0, bz square plus 3z square is equal to 0, 2bx minus ax is equal to 0. If we equate and substitute one in another, we will get all these three values, right? ABC values. So these type of problems we can expect because it is irrotational, so it should be equal to 0 bar. curl f bar is equal to 0 bar. This is your result. So based on that we will find it out, the unknown values of ABC. So here one more problem is there. Vector field is given to you and we need to show that it is irrotational, and of course they are not stopping at that point. Find the scalar potential for this. So let us see, this is very important thing. So now we have your vector field, it is f bar is your vector field. So then we are finding del cross f bar. So we got 0. They are asking you, 0 bar. They are asking you how to show that irrotational. So it is f bar is irrotational. So then what result will land? If f bar is irrotational, then definitely we have the result f bar is equal to del pi. Do you remember this? If f bar is irrotational, then this vector field should be equal to grade pi. Let you go back. That is what we learned there. So if it is irrotational, then f bar is equal to del pi. Okay, right. So we'll utilize this same thing. F bar means one side your vector field will be there, another side we'll try to find it out your scalar potential. Okay, so scalar potential means here in this problem we have to find it out pi from this result. See how to get it. So to find corresponding scalar potential, let pi be the scalar such that grade pi is equal to f. Grade pi is nothing but del pi is equal to f. Why it is equal to f bar? Why it is equal to f bar? Because curl f bar is equal to 0 bar. That's why these two are equal. In that case, pi you can call it as a potential function, isn't it? Have you remembered? Right. So del pi, when I multiplied, so I will get del operator with pi, that is dou pi by dou x into y plus dou pi by dou y into j plus dou pi by dou z into k. On other side we have vector field. Okay. So of course in this vector field also there is no third component, so you can take it as that third component as some 0k cap. So just equate both sides, both vectors are equal. Del pi is also vector quantity. Equate. What we got it? Dou pi by dou x is equal to x square plus xy square. Dou pi by dou y is equal to y square plus x square y, and dou pi by dou z is equal to 0. So now we need to get it your phi function. So when you are integrating first one, it is a difference. See, dou pi by dou x is there. So when I go for integration with respect to x for this, so the differentiation integration will gets cancelled. I will get pi function here. Okay. So when I integrated this first one with respect to x, then I will get this function. So integral of x square, that is x cube by 3. That time other terms are constants. So x square y square by 2 plus. So the remaining we have to write the constant. When you are writing the constant, so that may be depend on y and z. We learned this topic in our PDE. Okay. So of course it is an integral constant, but it may be depend on the other variables y and z. Right. So similarly, the second part you do with respect to y, we are getting this. And third part also, of course, already it is 0. So we will get some constant. That constant may be depend on x and y, because we are doing this portion with respect to integration with respect to z. Okay, we will get pi. Pi is equal to pi 3 of x comma y. So we have here 3 different pi's. Okay, so while writing your final answer, we have to take only one time. If terms are repeated, only one time you please choose, and that will be your final answer. Okay, comparing three values of pi, don't repeat any term, and that will be, it should be like independent terms. So we have x cube by 3 here, so I am writing x square y square by 2 we have here as well as here, but one time is enough, so that we write down. Then the remaining is y cube by 3. These are three different terms, all different terms, write down at one place. That will be your answer. Pi function, which is a potential function. So here, of course, this is again the same problem. We have vector field F bar and we need to show that it is solenoidal or irrotational. So as usual, find divergence of F, del dot F bar, and we will get 0. That will be solenoidal. Curl F bar, nothing but del cross F bar, you find it out. We are getting 0 bar vector. Therefore, F is irrotational. It is straight away problem. And of course, here we have to show that curl of any vector point function is a solenoidal. What is the meaning of this? Any vector point function. So I am taking f is equal to f1i plus f2j plus f3k is a vector point function. I am applying curl on that. Curl f means del cross f. When I am finding del cross f, so I am getting this result. Okay. Curl of any vector point function. So first we have vector point function and we are finding curl f. Curl of any vector point means curl f bar, del cross f bar we are finding. Then this will become curl of any vector point function. This we have to show that it's a solenoidal. How we can show it is a solenoidal? We have to take divergence of f bar is equal to 0. So divergence of, we have already f bar as curl f bar. So del dot. So divergence is del dot f bar. So here our f bar is del cross f bar, already we find here. So when I taken this del operator again on this del cross f bar, so what I am going to see here, when I am going this is with respect to x, so this will becomes dou square by dou square f3 by dou x dou y. So this is dou square f2 by dou x dou z. So like that we just multiply and all will be gets cancelled. We got 0. So means the curl of a vector point function. So curl of f, that vector point function, it should be solenoidal. When I can say it's a solenoidal, if I take del dot f bar is equal to 0, isn't it? This is your formula. So here that f bar they are not given directly, they are telling curl of a vector is f bar. That initially we are finding, and we are just using this formula and we are showing divergence of this curl f bar, then only it will become your solenoidal. Okay, therefore curl f bar is your solenoidal. Next. So this is also similar type of problem. This time we have to show that gradient of any scalar point function is irrotational. It is reverse now. So we have some scalar function. We have to take gradient of scalar function. Now it will become your vector quantity. So now you should tell this is irrotational. So when I can say some vector field is irrotational, when I taken cross product with del operator, del cross f bar, if it is equal to 0, then I can say that it is irrotational. So this f bar is nothing but your grade pi here. Okay, so curl that grade pi is nothing but del cross grade pi. So we have already you know how to find this del cross f bar. We have ijk and partial derivatives. In the last line, the components you have to write it up. These are the three components. So write down here, and if you take the data of this matrix, we got 0 vector. So that clearly tells you that when curl of some f bar is equal to 0, here that f bar is grade pi. So therefore that grade pi you can call it as it's a irrotational vector. Of course, this is a similar problem we done in our previous class. So previous problem. So this is your vector field. So you have to show that it is irrotational as well as solenoidal. And as you know, irrotational means curl f bar. So make it, you take these 3 components in the third row, and the remaining is as usual in your formula. Just find its determinant, and we will get curl f bar is equal to 0, so that f bar is irrotational. Similarly, you have to take divergence of f bar, that is nothing but del dot f bar. You will get 0, so that f bar is solenoidal. Of course, this is some problem what we are taking. So verify some vector field is irrotational or not. If it is irrotational, then we have to find it out. Okay, let me correct it here. Let me take this as a f bar only everywhere. Okay, so that we will not confuse. Right. So so curl f bar first you have to find, then we should get 0, then and only that f bar will be your irrotational. So when f bar is irrotational, you know very clearly you can equate this with del pi. So we have del pi as per our formula. Del pi is equal to I dou pi by dou x plus j dou pi by dou y plus k dou pi by dou z. So this dou pi by dou x, which is equivalent to your first component, and dou pi by dou y is equivalent to your second component. Both are equal, both sides. This vector field as well as your del pi, which is again vector field, both should be equal, so that we are equating. And as I mentioned in the earlier problem, similarly we will find here, first one we will do with respect to x, second one with respect to y, third one with respect to z. We will go for integration, and we will get pi functions here. First one you have to write constant as in terms of y and z. Maybe you may get in this way, that's why you should not simply write constant c. When you are doing with respect to integration with respect to x, then please choose your constants as y and z, function of y and z. Anyway, so we got here 5 functions. These are very simple functions. You can easily integrate it. Integral of 2x plus yz with respect to x, that is x square plus xyz. Then this is constant. So after getting these 3 functions, while writing your pi, final pi value, we will take all these 3, all the terms without repetition. So x square I will take one time, 2y square is also one time, xyz is already there here and here, I will take only one time, and minus 3z square. Okay, so that also is not there anywhere, so I have to consider that. So this is your answer, right? Okay, this is also similar problem. We have your force field or some vector field f bar, and it is irrotational, so that you have to find your scalar potential pi. Okay, so how to get it? First you have to show that it is irrotational. So we shown it is irrotational by getting this curl f bar is equal to 0 bar. After that, because it is irrotational, we can take this this result f bar is equal to del pi, and of course f bar is on one side is this one, this is your vector field, on other side del pi is your I dou pi by dou x plus j dou pi by dou y plus k dou pi by dou z. So we will compare both sides, we will get these 3, and we will integrate these 3 components with respect to x, y and z respectively. We will get these terms. So here, and make sure that we will take the terms, but we should not take repeatedly those terms. So 3x square y is one time is okay, plus z cube x, okay, here x z cube x both are same meaning, we'll take same thing, and plus yz, actually it is minus yz, so write down here minus yz. Okay, so these are very simple problems. When curl f is equal to 0, then f bar is irrotational, then you can get your scalar potential phi from this particular result. This is one important problem. This type of problems you can expect from end examination. Right, so I was given some problems to you for your practice. Please do all these problems for your practice. In our previous lecture, I was not given anything for practice. The reason, problems are same, and here when we are finding curl f bar or del dot f bar, divergence of f bar, so obviously it may be solenoidal, sometimes it may be rotational or may not. Okay, that's why just I was given all these problems here. Please do these problems, and if you have any doubts and clear for tomorrow's online session. Thank you.